This sit-on-top kayak is 12 feet long and 3 feet wide. It has a sailboard mast and a wishbone boom. There's a camera holder at the stern and a wind vane near the bow. To steer, you rotate the leeboard forward or back with its handle. The kneeling platform lets you shift your weight sideways to help you steer. The sail is a 40 square foot sleeve sail. Let's take a spin so I can show you how this rudderless sailing kayak performs. I think you might be amazed, and it really is pretty easy. We'll start heading downwind. You can see that we're heading downwind because the boat is running perpendicular to the wave line. Okay, I just flipped the sail over from one side to the other. And you can just flip the sail back. As long as you're heading downwind, this is pretty easy to do. Now what I'm doing is I've moved the lee board a little bit further forward, so I'm steering off, coming up to windward on the starboard tack. Here we're steering close haul, coming up to this buoy. As I round the buoy, I'm going to rotate the lee board a little bit further forward and sheet in on the main. Now we're pretty close hauled. Alright. I'm backwinding the main just a bit to push us across onto the new tack. Still close hauled. Okay, I just rotated the lee board forward. That brings the bow up into the wind. Not quite far enough, but I'm backwinding the sail and shifting the lee board back to complete the tack. Now again we're close hauled on the wind. So what I did there was to rotate the lee board forward to come up into the wind and backwind the sail, rotating the lee board back. Okay, now I'm steering away from the wind. I've rotated the lee board backwards so it's trailing and leaning out to the outside of the turn. That induces lee helm to help bring the boat around. We're almost dead downwind. When dead downwind, I just flip the sail over and shift my weight to the opposite side. I've just shifted the lee board forward to come up on the wind again. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm putting my weight on the outside of the turn with the lee board backward, swept back, and that gives lee helm so we can go downwind, and then just flip the sail around. So in other words, to go downwind, the lee board is back, and you'll lean to the outside of the turn. Right now we're again dead downwind. I've just rotated the lee board forward and I'm pulling in on the main to steer back upwind a bit. Takes the boat a few seconds to respawn. Almost as good as a rudder. Look at that. The way it comes right up. And then when I'm close hauled, I reset the lee board. Another tack, backwinding the main to bring the bow around. Reset the lee board. Coming up to this buoy. Okay, I've rotated the lee board forward. Bow comes around. Backwind the main a little bit. Reset the lee board. On my way on the opposite tack, beating to windward. It's as easy as that. Okay, you see that I rotated the lee board forward. Bow comes around. Lee board goes back. Backwind the main a bit. Reset the lee board. Oh, okay. This time I'm coming all the way around to a run. That was from close hauled to a run. Lee board is back. I'm heeling the boat to the outside of the turn and backwinding the main, and that brings the bow all the way around to a run. Two jibes in a row. Bring the lee board forward. Brings the bow around up into the wind. I'll have to sheet in the main. Okay, I've shifted the lee board forward. Bow comes into the wind. Shift the lee board back, backwind the main. Bow completes the turn. Reset the lee board. Well, here I've slipped over to some pretty shallow water, so the lee board is not so effective. So I'm going to have to paddle a little bit to get back to the boat ramp. But you can see it's not too difficult to paddle if you have to. There you have it, a spin on my rudderless sailing kayak. What a hoot.